Hello, good morning. Welcome to another new edition of my live broadcast. My name is Gilros Moffo. You call me Moffo Money. Moffo Money is the name of which I've been baptized with in the TBC community. We are here on Monday, between the 1st of October 2019, and it's a very great day here in Douala, Cameroon. Bonjour à toute la communauté mondiale de TBC. C'est un immense plaisir pour moi de faire cela ce matin. Je suis à mon 145e live broadcast et comme on le fait chaque jour, c'est un immense plaisir pour nous de partager ce qu'on connaît et de permettre à tout le monde qui nous suit sur YouTube d'être à jour par rapport aux réalités de la communauté TBC avec sa monnaie Cringles. Aujourd'hui, on va donner le update. Je vais faire un review du blog. Today, I'm going to do a review of the blog. And in this review of the blog, I'm going to touch some of the things that have taken place within the weekend in the community. And a lot of great things have been there in the community for this weekend. So I greet all Tibetans around the whole world and give special accolades to the winners of the contest of this week. They have really done it with great numbers, and I'm very grateful to all those who have won. Okay, I will take you directly to the blog, and in this blog, we are going to see all the new information that unfolded as the weekend rolled out, and what are the objectives and what are the main focal or the focuses of the information of which the admin of TBC want us to get focused on. So, those are the things we are going to really look at in this live broadcast. So I'm going to go directly to the blog. I'm going to share the screen with you, and we are going to see together what took place during the weekend on in the blog of TBC. And I'm going out of my batch. This is my TBC batch. I'm going out very soon. I'm going out to talk to BC very soon. I have mentioned that I'm going to go and visit. So that is it. Now we'll go to the block of TBC. We'll look at what took place within the block this weekend. To get admin credit, agree to pay admin fee on first of every month. Yeah, this video is a video of a very great leader, and this video is what admin is uh, urging all of us in the TBC community to do. You should not use your credit on people that do not accept or do not give the commitment that they will come November 1st. They are going to fulfill their commitment of paying their 8 grains of gold. As we have started recruiting in TBC, which is that of employment, the people you have gotten to lock into the TBC system, the people you're employing be able to permit you to use the credit and go up right up to this is great leader OKK from Nigeria, one of the great voices of TBC that we do a training with Lead and Be together. I think in this blog post, he's trying to tell us that you should not use your admin credit uselessly on people that have not yet accepted or given you the commitment come November 1st to pay their back office. So you should only have to come October 1st would be in position to pay their back office, those to whom you can allow your credit. Dans cette vidéo, cette essaye de nous dire que quoi, on ne doit pas donner nos deux crédits que l'admin nous donne pendant la semaine à des gens qui n'ont pas encore accordé sur le paiement de leur 8 graines de leur back office le premier. Donc, si ces personnes n'ont pas encore actualisé ou n'ont pas encore tombé d'accord contre le 1er novembre, ça ne sera pas utile d'utiliser votre Kringle pour sur eux. Et maintenant, on prend ceci. Kringles are a peer-to-peer of exchange. Oui, est une moyen d'échange privé qui se fait personne en personne. Et il ne faut pas oublier que Kringles, c'est une monnaie que nous tous, membres de la communauté, on en bénéficie. Voir les grands leaders ici. We have leader Khan, Simon, and Amanda. These are very great leaders from the Asia. They are trying to explain to us that TPC is a peer-to-peer medium of exchange. So we need to do everything to see that we respect this functioning and make everyone to understand that the era of cryptocurrency is a different one and we are doing things differently. We have we are having exponential growth. I think this is a video, an excellent video of one of the great leaders of Canada, that is the leader of Christina Tengwe. We have been working for quite a long time together. Leader. She is very hardworking and very determined. Christina Tengwe. The Billion Coin, we are on exponential growth. The growth of TBC has really been awesome. If we want to take you to the blog, those who are just coming new to TBC, let me take you to the blog for you to see the different contests of this week. You're going to see that the growth is really awesome. If we look, for example, at the archives of the English contest, we're going to see guys that were they did it very powerfully. So the growth this time around has been very powerful, and that is what Christina, great leaders in Canada, is trying to catch that word. You see, Kamini, the first winner, the first win contest is Kamini with 109 sign-ups. The second comes with 137 sign-ups. William Adebowe. And the third comes up with 129 sign-ups. Adu Satar. So those are the three winners of last week contest in the billion coins. So you can see them. This is the first winner. These are the three winners of last week contest. And if we go to the French language, we're going to see the winners of the French language, contest also. And we definitely know that each person that wins, the first person that wins goes home with 300, with 200 grains of gold. The second with 100 grains of gold, and the third with 50 grains of gold. 200 grains of something around $300. The second, yeah, $150, and the last something around dollars. You see, this is the Rick always maintaining the top in the French community, and we have a Protect Services that has come second. We have Noel Mondier George Armand that has come third. And guys, the thing there are two thirds means that this is a bracket. They are going to share it. They are going to share this among them. So those are the winners for the French contest of last week. Now we look at the winners of the English contest of last week of Tagalog. The English winners of the Tagalog. Tagalog is a language, one of the famous languages of the TBC community. Look at the Tagalog. Tagalog, the heavy hitter, square, is always at forefront. We have Marilu Bravo, yeah, one of the leaders that wants every time. And we have Etablissement Viva. Etablissement Viva is one of those establishments or one of those merchants that are doing it great. You can see this is the main winner, this is the second, and that is the third. So this is was just to support the idea of the leader. TBC is witnessing major growth. The growth in the TBC community is really essential because every week records are being broken. I believe these records also are going to be broken. The next blog post during the weekend was the chat with the TBC admin. So I did participate on live broadcasts like this one that I'm doing right now, and participate live. And in the chat, you can get to exchange in the chat. TBC Nolly from the Philippines. So he had his live broadcast, and I think definitely the admin to give a chart all the exhibitions that were in in the chat area. Now, success TBC station in the Philippines. This is a technical orientation. Issue technical orientation in TBC. TBC will have a technical orientation, or what we call technical orientation, is to teach you how to manipulate your account and do all the necessary recordings and do all the necessary technical work without getting it from another person. And it's what it's excuse me, and it's what all big leaders should be doing, helping their downlines to be able manipulate their accounts, do peer-to-peer transactions, and also respect the limits of transactions and be able to know that what TBC is exchanged at the current daily price listed on the currency calculator. So these are some of the technical things that new TBCs are to really schooled on. This TBC orientation is really a necessary tool that academy should do everything possible to be able to have a good mastery of what is taking place, because this is something that each and everyone need how to do transactions, know how to pay the back office, because that is the most must know how to a loan and you could, because that is the most interesting thing that it so in this video this is how they're teaching new TBCs how they need to manipulate their accounts and be able to do what is not to before or go against the regulations of the TBC community. That is the technical orientation of the Philippines, being carried out by Noli and his team there at the Philippines. Now, the next article that popped up, I think, was yesterday. I took a very good read at this article, and it was awesome. And it's trying to tell us the number of earning credit that have gone out 1,000 and 1,893. So admin said four admin credits left, so use them wisely. Why four admin credits left? The month of October had 5 weeks, and every division that is has paid his back office has two credits every week, and those two credits are used to recruit new members into the TBC community. So far, we have used a good number of those credits, and six of those credits to be real, and the remaining four are to be used this coming weeks. So admin is trying to use this blog to give this credit only to those who will be have the commitment with us that come on November 1st, pardon for me, they are going to activate their back office with the 8 grains of gold. So you should not give your credit to somebody that is not going to activate his or account come November uh, 1st. And admin went further to give clues to certain questions that have really been boiling up in the TBC community this whole week. Those who will say November is the last redemption, and admin said collectively we can make TBC to that is we can stop TBC at the last redemption this November, depending on our collective. If we collectively permit to close the billionaire gap this November and do all what is necessary to remove the coins out from the admin wallet. You quite remember, admin said his greatest worry is for us to do as much as possible to remove all the coins that are in the admin wallet. Once that is done, we are ready to start the economic phase in the greatest way possible. And Amin also went further to tell us about a good number of projects that he wishes to engage himself on, but due to the lack of funds, the admin cannot move further. And admin said TBC is a self-funded community, and the funds that come in are to use for the works of the community. So admin is telling us that we can easily move to Kringle rewards only if he has the necessary funds, something about 100,000 to restructure TBC to move from the cookies reward to Kringel's reward. And further, to start our blockchain, we need a whole sum of $1 million for him to even start the new blockchain, which will permit us to be very relaxed and very uh, up to date as far as TBC is concerned. So these are some of the updates as far as that particular paragraph is concerned with this uh, special article that popped up this weekend from the admin of TBC. Now, admin also say TBC is not a sales job, and all great leaders, like all leaders that have come into TBC, should focus on your referrals. TBC is a direct sales of 50% commission. 50% commission is given to everyone that participate in whatever field in the TBC committee directly to the directives that have been given to him. If the person that you brought in pay his 8 grains of gold, automatically you have 50%. And if you do a transaction with that new person with a leader or a sponsor, they're going to give you 50%. So in TDC, we are not in an LM and nobody is having commissions or bonuses from downlines, but you have commission from all those you brought into the community. So you should automatically take TBC as a job. And if you have taken TBC as a job, you definitely need to work in a way that your pay will be guaranteed to you. And we need funds in order to continue building the TBC economy. And to come out from this particular blog post, admin said this is not a charity. How can it be? TBC is not a charity. Poor people have been given the pathway out of poverty. So, this is something that we help those who can help themselves. This is helping those who can help themselves. And poverty is a mindset. And being a mindset, if one can be unable to have the 8 grains of gold, that is the $25 to activate his back office on the first, and is not in alignment with what is being tried to share, it means that he has a poverty mentality. And our mission in TBC is to end poverty globally, and that requires the change of mentality. At the end of this blog post, admin said those who don't want to work, they should stay, and those who are working will get a reward for their work. But this at this particular point in time of which we are, TBC is for those who wish to themselves, only help those who wish to help themselves, because there are people that are negatively about what they don't even know. So let's do everything possible to help only those who can help themselves. Now, this is another great blog post that comes from Tirashwa Tendi, the great discovery of TBC is really doing awesome things in the community. He is one of my guests on my live broadcast most of the time in the early days. He gave some inspiring words to the whole TBC community. Is something very interesting. This guy is full with a lot of stuff and is really having a very enthusiastic way of putting it out to the community and instilling it in all solutions to stay motivated and be very alert to carry the mission on and
Good
do
morning,
things
good
in a
afternoon,
very
good evening to the blog
straightforward manner.
community. Uh, my name is Terusha Tedus Tindi, popularly known as Tindi the Tibetan.
So Cindy is really trying to give accolades and kudos to everyone in the community to move forward and to do
Because
something.
positivity is all that we require and it's all that is important in everything or every endeavor. Right now, I'm broadcasting live from Abuja, the capital territory of Nigeria. Today, it is a good day because I am to discuss a very important aspect of our lives. Every person go through a series of trials, struggles, and thereby most of us at times can find it very difficult to be
That
reasoned
is, you can have
much
all
ahead
the
at times.
content on the. These are special things that we had on the blog of following and that make news in the TBC community this weekend. It's really an honor privilege for me to present all these elements to you, and I'm very grateful for all those who are under me and are following my voice in YouTube and are following all what we are trying to permit each and every one in the TBC community to get. Now, for those who are new and are still not getting a lot about how to go about a live broadcast like this one, or to do videos, or to do to participate in trainings, please go down to this video and you're going to get my contacts, my YouTube, my Facebook, and my WhatsApp number that you can get in contact with me for whatever the situation and whatever the problem we are going to help you. Because we know the major war is very soon coming, and we need more than a billion broadcasters like me here to really be improving what the elites are going to try to showcase as far as TBC is concerned or treat TBC off. So, guys, it's really highly welcoming that each and everyone should start doing a live broadcast and should have a forum in which you can try to express what is on your mind and let your voice be heard and your voice count, because what we need not to consent to all what has been given to us. We need to lead out or let our voice be heard and let us voice out what we believe in, which is the truth, and the truth is on our side, and TBC is our birthright, and the birthright of each and every one cannot be taken from him. If your birthright is taken from you, what are you then living for? So that is what on what I'm going to end this live broadcast this morning, and I have a special message, which is that of everyone trying to do a live broadcast and try to give your admin credits to people that are willing to help themselves and to plug them in into the TBC community and lead them through to what they need to do in order to be in alignment with the realities of the TBC community. TBC is more than gold. TBC is my birthright. TBC is your birthright. TBC is our birthright. So have a nice day and make it great with you. Thank you very much and bye bye for now.